Further into the great cave they travelled. The roaring was everywhere. Countless cave bears. Well over one. These are the first cave bears Pix and Pooks had seen that actually lived in a cave for quite a long time. More giant decorations. We were close to the leader. I mean, they were close to the leader. Back outside, they found themselves in a secluded little grove belonging to the giants. There was something about passages. Oh.
All right. I'll go kill this giant. Unless, of course, you'd like to make some extra gold.
No, you're supposed to do it.
Fine. Then wait here. This should only take a second.
Yamaz was truly a coward to the last. So Pix and Pooks merely reflected on how much he truly liked passages that were, by all accounts, outside, and yet still snug and secluded in their own little world. He sensed that not everything had gone right. He saw no sign of Yamaz. He could only conclude that Yamaz had died at the hands of the giant.
Yamaz was a fool, always trying to scheme his way out of responsibility. But you took care of him and the giants. 2 problems solved at once. Now, take Shagrel's hammer back to Larnishburg, and we'll see about whipping the rest of them into shape.
So, with his duty completed, Pix and Pooks returned to the stronghold. Except that he didn't, because he found himself quite unable to fast travel from this location. It appeared he would have to backtrack through the entire cave. This was fair enough, he supposed. But he found himself worrying that should anybody ever write a series of books on his exploits, then this would make for a rather awkward and boring chapter. The Great Backtrack, he thought it would be called, and so it is. That's what this chapter is titled, The Great Backtrack. And so we're watching it unfold. He thought of hawkers as he entered the cave, because he liked hawkers. They were very cute, in their own way. He tripped over a few bones, as was the done thing. He contented himself with the idea that he would at least find a faster route through the cavern back to the entrance. And again, it was a very pretty cavern. So, in a moment of whimsy, he wetted himself. Not in that way. And traipsed up the tunnel, back out into the world of old Skyrim. Pardon me. Shadowmere was waiting for him faithfully. And now he made his way back to Larnishburg. He thought of his fellow Khajiit as he travelled. He had been away from elsewhere for so very long. He began to doubt that he would ever return. Suddenly he was there at the front gates, ready to speak to Atub.
Lagerspur will not soon forget what you have done. The ways of the mystic are known to me. I have remedies and cures, should you need them.
I have returned with Shagrol's hammer.
But what of Yamar's? I see. He did not survive. He died well.
He fought stupidly, but the giant overwhelmed him.
Ah, that is good to hear then.
Yamars was a coward and a weakling. His deceitful ways have cost you all greatly.
So he has been punished. And what of us? What fate shall we suffer?
You'll have to prove yourselves, but I'm willing to give you a chance. Gullerzov's in charge now. Let's hope he's a better chief. You place that hammer on the shrine. You're the only one who's proven worthy in all of this.
And so, Pix and Pooks did as he was instructed, again adhering to his age-old wisdom, never disobey a Daedric lord. And before his eyes, well, I say before his eyes, it was actually as he was looking away like an idiot, the thingy that he'd stuck on the antlers had become the mighty Volendrung, Malacath's legendary warhammer. He took it, and he beheld it. Volendrung. It was fucking huge. And so the Dragonborn continued on his Daedric adventures.